Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree. Oh, sorry, Mr. President. I gotta go. There's flesh and blood news to discuss. Bye-bye. Then. Hey everybody, it's Craig here, aka Poopy with O3 Drop, and today I'm going to discuss the keynote address that you may have missed in Osaka, some of the keynotes from the keynote, and then we'll get into what you really want to know about, which is the next set called The Hunted. It is going to be a return to Volcore with a little bit of the pits mixed in, and I myself am very excited. So first of all, let's talk about Blitz. They have announced that Living Legend points are going to change in the way that they work for Blitz, and they're changing it from 500 Living Legend points to 1,000 Living Legend points to be in line with the Living Legend point system in CC. Heroes that have hit Living Legend will have their points doubled, with the exception of Zen. And if you're wondering why that would be, it would be because Zen LL'd in the course of 2 weeks, and LSS very candidly has stated that that is one of their greatest customer service failures. I think this is a really great leadership on their part. I know that not everybody will be happy to see Zen back in Blitz. Personally, I will. But if you are unsure how to feel about it, I would say hold off on, any sort of big claims about LSS or the game until November. I believe November 11th is when we get our next banned and restricted announcement. And we've been told there will be a focus on Blitz there. Maybe not the main focus, but there are definitely going to be changes that are going to be made to Blitz. So we're going to need to see what those entail before we'll know if Zen is going to be the boogeyman that he was for all but a minute before he hit Living Legend. Next off, set 2 of 2025. James said this was his favorite set to design. He said that this is the set that people are most looking forward to. Now, reading between the lines there, I think it's pretty safe to say that that is when we are going to get Necromancer or some other new class. But I can't think of many other things that the player base is awaiting more than Necromancer. So I think it's pretty safe to say that in June of next year, we might be getting that. Moving on, Mastery Pack Guardian has been delayed to keep its release in line with the release of Smash Palace. We don't know much about Smash Palace, but if you've been following this community for a while, you know that there are a lot of casual players who have been waiting for a player versus enemy PvE format. I think Smash Palace is going to be that, personally. They've made plenty of mentions about how Mastery Pack Guardian is designed both to insert cards into the Guardian class, to revitalize Crack Shuffle play, and most importantly, to give players a clear answer for where to start if they are looking to pick up product for a specific class that they enjoy. So that is those are the big things that you might be concerned with from the keynote. There's also going to be $100,000 given to the Player of the Year. I am happy to take suggestions on what I should do with that money. And we also got announcements about Battle Hardens, Callings, Worlds will be in the USA. Good stuff here, but I know what you came here for. Let's get into the real thing. First of all, The Hunted is the next set releasing in January in Prague, and we have 2 heroes revealed so far. As you can tell, this is Volcore, so these are Draconic heroes, but they are also both royal. I'm not going to play the Hunted trailer here for you. I think you should go enjoy that on Flesh and Blood's YouTube page. Give it a full screen. You don't want me in the corner during that. it's an awesome product announcement video. And so we see Syndra Drakai of Retribution and Fang Drakai of Blades. They both have some pretty cool looking weapons. It looks like we're going to get some daggers for Syndra and maybe some daggers. I don't know exactly what those swords are going to be called for Fang. We also have the young hero art for these. So I want to show these in case you didn't get a good look at them. This is Fang. I think he looks pretty sick. And then that's the adult. Here we have young Syndra. I think she looks very scary. So we also, in the product page, we see that the classes are going to be ninja, warrior, and assassin. We'll get more into the assassin. I know. That's the big thing to talk about here. But I want to quickly talk about Dromai. Where is Dromai? Well, we had, I believe, I actually don't know the exact number. I didn't write it down. There are plenty of armory decks coming out next year, folks. Dromai will be back. If you want me to make a prediction here that I feel confident of, it is that Dromai will return next year at some point, I believe, through an armory deck. But we don't have confirmation of her in this set. We don't have any indication that we will be getting an illusionist in this set. I love that. I'm so happy for that. But anyway, moving on, let's see if we got the art for, well, let's stick, why don't we stick with I set like 70 alarms for this thing. I don't know why I would set one at 8 a.m. Because that's my normal alarm. Okay, so we're gonna stick first with the heroes that we know, things that they're gonna care about. This is a fealty token. It has instant destroy this. The next card you play this turn is Draconic. At the beginning of your end phase, if you haven't created a fealty token or played a Draconic card this turn, destroy this. Now, this is very cool, and I'm wondering if this is going to be something that the heroes themselves create, or if this is going to be coming from another card. But I think that FAB fans are really going to be able to cook with this, and as well as Art of the Dragon Blood. I imagine we get Blood, Soul, and Mind, or some other naming convention for the color cycle. This has, when this attacks, if it is Draconic, it gets go again, and the next 3 Draconic cards you play this turn cost 1 less to play. So, really cool card. It is not a Draconic card itself, so you could put this in Zen, you could put this in Katsu, you could put this in Ira. You won't, but you could. And that's something I wanted to point out there. So let's see if we've got, I know I've got it on the side here, and I'm going to pull this up really quick because you're going to want to see what they're doing with Assassin. Okay, here we go. We've got 6 Arachnes we're looking at. That's right, 6 Arachnes. Now, obviously, this set is not going to have 8 playable heroes in a traditional sense. We don't exactly know how these are going to be playing, but we do know that there are going to be 4 heroes based off of the product sheet. And when we zoom in here, I want to make a little bit of a theory here. We can see that these cards say Agent of Chaos is, I believe, what it says. And then it says something here that we're not entirely sure what it says. But there are a couple theories going out there. I want to give some shout outs to Steel First Speaks and Dead Summer on Blue Sky. They both came up with some amazing theories. Specifically, Dead Summer mentioned that it could be that the Aesir of Chaos is in the pits, and that this word here, this tiny word here, could be the talent for the pits. which would be chaos. So I think that's very likely. I think we are also looking at, and I think it's easier to see it over here. I think that we're looking at an Evo hero. I believe that's what the third word here is. So far, we've got Chaos, Blank, Evo, Assassin. That is what I think this hero is going to have as its type line. As well as all of these heroes. Of course, we see Trapdoor, Orb Weaver, Black Widow. Maybe this is a Redback Shroud sort of one. In fact, we might have another view here. So we've got Black Widow, we've got Redback, we've got Tarantula. Wow, that's cool. Oh man, I didn't see that before. That is awesome. Funnel Web, Orb Weaver, and here we go. This one is Trapdoor. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure what that second word is. You can do some speculating, but this is obviously, I think, the big reveal for this set, that we are getting a cross between Volcor and the Pits, and that it is the all Arachne set, which is amazing. Of course, Arachne's specialization, Regicide, cares about your opponent being royal, and it can be a one-hit kill. Maybe we will see some return of mechanics like that, and our opponents will very likely be royal. So there is one hero that we do not know anything about yet. So if we were to look here, it looks that we have Syndra, we have Fang, we have what is very likely Arachne, but hasn't been given the name Arachne yet. And I myself think that, you know what, I won't say exactly what I think until I go back over the product sheet a little more. I would love to see a Ranger. That's all. I would love to see a Ranger. So those are the big things here. The cards that they showed that I showed a little bit of. Let's look at some of the others. These stealth contract cards care about your opponent's name. So this says you're contracted to hit a marked hero named Fang. Whenever you complete this contract, draw a card. So obviously more of a limited card, but we do have marked, this says, you are marked until an opponent hits you. So this is going to be an interesting mechanic in the limited format, and very likely in constructed as well. And I think this is going to have a lot of interesting play, where you as the defending hero are going to try and let yourself get hit when you want to, just to get the mark off your back, so that you can live letting your opponent think that they were able to get you. We also have mark target opposing hero. If that hero is Arachne, gain a resource as a draconic instant. I mean, this is really flavorful and cool. We've got all of Volcor going to kill Arachne, and guys, I gotta be honest, I don't think that's gonna go so well for them. I think it's gonna be Arachne's time. Look at how cool this is. I mean, the product art that they've shown us so far is very cool. I'm super excited for this set. Let me know what you think about this upcoming set, what you thought of the keynote, where you hope we go later in this year. And for more coverage on the Hunted, be sure to check out our podcast this week, where Bryce, Chris, and myself will sit down and talk all of our wildest theories on this. And make sure to stay tuned to O3 Drop. Thank you, guys.